What's up, guys? We're here with another deck profile, so why don't you tell us who you are and what you played?
I'm Roberto, probably seen you on the channel, and I tied for second, and I was playing SwordSoul.
Oh, busting out the new cards.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, well, let's see this deck.
Alright, so first up, I played 3 Ecclesia. This card just turbos out any SwordSoul or Fallen Malbaz, but nobody uses for that. And then if a fusion sent from your field to graveyard, she adds herself back to the hand, so for follow-up. So she's really good, she's really pretty. Where's my starlights? Help me out, Jordan. Where's my starlights?
Bro, when I pull them, they're yours.
Hey, give me that ad revenue. I can buy some starlights. And then for the SwordSoul monsters, I'm playing 2 Moyi. I could only find 2. This card's busted. Heart and Soul of the deck. She played at 3. And then 3 Taie. I'm playing the Tinny version. So this card at 3 is just the sauce. He's so good. Free level 8 synchro every turn. It's nuts. Long Yawn. Go burns for 12, so you win in time every time. You just make a level 10. It's like, oh, pass turn, oh, that's game. You know, jokingly stall for time and then burn them. No, don't do that. Don't do that. All of these summon a level 4 water tuner token. That's a worm non-effect, so it also works with like your Tinny spells and stuff for having a non-effect monster. So it's really good, really great synergy. And then for the Tinnys, I'm playing 2 Adhara, ignore the common, 2 Vishuda, the max rarity Ashuna, or 2 Vishuda, max rarity Ashuna. I only have 1. I'd probably play this card at 3. It allows you to do the Chow Fang combo every turn if you open up this and any one. So it makes it really good, really consistent, and you just don't get nib. But it's more for like game 2 when they're siding nib, because most people don't main deck it. If they do, then they're just wild. And then some hand traps, 3 Ash, 3 Valor. Ash just hits everything, and then Valor is like a little play around cross out. Most people don't play Valor, they just play Imperms. So this kind of helps get around that, and it also just like you make Flunder cry every time you resolve this card. And then for the spells, 3 Emergence. This is your Rhoda, and then also searches for any SwordSoul card, and then if you have a synchro, it lets you search for any worm instead. If this is banished, it lets you level mod any SwordSoul, so you can make it up a level or decrease it a level. So it lets you, gives you access to like 6s, 7s, and not 6s, 7s, and then 9s is what it gives you access to when you level mod this. And then 2 Summit, sorry. This is the Monster Reborn. If you have a synchro, it gets any worm. And then this also level mods when it's banished from grave. So like Taie banish this, you get to change the level. And then I'm playing 2 Vessel for the Dragon cycle. This is really good. If you just dump any worm, and then if you have a non-effect monster, you can search a Tinny. So you can summon any of your SwordSoul, summon a token, use this to search a Tinny for next turn. And it's also really good with Taie, because you just dump a worm, and then you can banish the worm, get his effect, and start your plays off. So it makes him a really good starter. And then I'm playing 1 Heavenly Dragon Circle. This card's really good. If you have any Tinny and this card, it allows you to get to your starters, Moyi, Taie, without normal summoning. So this card's really good, but I never saw it. So, and then 2 Desires, since I'm playing the Tinny version. I can afford to play Desires in this version. If you're playing the pure with Phoenix Enforcer, you can't play Desires. You just can't risk banishing it. Phoenix Enforcer is too good with this deck. And then this would be my other 2 Ashunas, but it's not. I don't have them, so I'm playing Callby and Harpies in the main. Harpies in the main won me the game. I never saw Callby, but we out here. And for the traps, 3 Blackout. Blackout, you lets you target a worm and then target 2 cards your opponent control. You have to do 2, and you pop all 3. And this is banished. It lets you summon the SwordSoul token. So what's really cool is if you have one of these, you can use a level 8, banish it from your grave, get the token, and then use the other one to pop the token, so you don't have to get rid of your level 8 synchro. And then the last was 3 Imperm. Really good. Y'all know what Imperm does. And then for the extra deck, since I'm playing the Tinnys, I just play 3 Links, Shaman, and then 2 Monk. Monk's MVP sacrificed himself for blackout every turn. So that's always good. It's always there for it. Just gets popped. Yazi for outing, floodgates, and comboing. Double Baxia, and then I'm also playing the Chow Fang. So you play around Nib with Baxia Chow Fang. It's really broken. And then some level 8s. Omega, Big Whale Go Burr. This thing blows up all your opponent's attack position monsters. You can attack up to 2 times on monsters, and it does piercing. So against Jordan, I made this, went to attack, he punishmented. I brought it back with its own effect and then still killed him through defense monsters. So
We'll talk about it. That didn't happen.
Crimson Blader beats Flunderies, beats Virtual World. Didn't get to play against him, but the card's broken. Draco Berserker. This card's really good. Banishes any monster from the hand. So Virtual World, they activate a card, you just banish it, and they cry. He's also Synchro Boral Sword. So, and then 2 level 8 Synchro. This guy's really broken. He gets your search, and then all your attendees, when they're sent from Synchro, as Synchro material, they get an effect. Moyi lets you draw, Taie lets you dump 1, and then Long Yawn burns for 12. So you just get to chain block this guy for free every time you make him, and then you get a free search, unless they have Imperm. And he also banishes 1 from the graveyard to negate a monster face up on the field. And then Shinshin. So reduce Long Yawn's effect, you can make Shinshin. This card is broken. That's why Virtual World plays it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now that's SwordSoul Shinshin. And then the big guy at the 10. This guy, if any card's banished, you get to banish a card from your opponent's field and graveyard. So he's just like DD Crow and Shirag in 1. So especially if you pair him with Shinshin, anytime they just get rid of the link off, you just banish their link, banish the card in grave. Pretty crazy. If he would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish to save himself. So you can always like blackout, pop 2, target him, and then banish to save himself, and then banish 2 on your opponent's card, your opponent's field. So you can remove 3 from their board and 1 from their grave. And then yeah, he also works with the level 8. So you banish to negate, and then you get the DD Crow and banish 1 from their field. Lots of removal. And then side deck. I didn't know what I was going to play against today. I was expecting a lot of Flunder and like Virtual World. So I played 3 Cosmic, 3 Forbidden Chalice. This card's literally just in here to stop Token Collector or like the Wind Statue. This also outs like Caliga. So it's pretty good, but I only play it going second, and I only play it going first after game 1, just for the Token Collector. 3 Dark Ruler. This just beats any deck going second at combos. If they have back row, then you just cry and hope you open up Cyclone. And then some going first cards, Imperm, Anti-Spell. You just draw these so you can't get Dark Ruler, and if they play spells, they just can't play. So Invoked, Gytron, we out here hating you. And then, yeah, even though I played Gytron. And then 3 Evenly Matched, this just beats back row decks. And if you're Jordan, you turbo lose to it. So.
Yeah, we turbo lose to a lot of things.
Turbo lose, yeah.
And Lightning Storm.
Yeah, and Lightning Storm apparently says 1, but Evenly Matched, best card in the side deck for sure today.
All right, thanks for the deck profile. You got anyone to shout out or anything like that?
Shout out Juan. Didn't get to play him, but I think he won up me in locals for wins. So gotta get that back.
Nah, I actually tied 3-3.
Oh, we're at 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3.
Shout out Zach. Shout out Evan. They helped me get a lot of this, so it helped out. And Jordan.
I was about to say.
The YouTube go. Subscribe. If you're not subscribed,
go watch Nick's video to find out.
Yeah, subscribe Nick. Watch Nick's video, and you'll find out what happens.
All right, thanks for the deck profile.
Yes, sir.